I am live. Looks like. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different. This is gonna be an extra short stream tonight, probably only like 30 minutes or so. But we're gonna try to land this C-130 on that ship over there. So got everything already ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and get airborne. So for any C-130 experts out there, virtual pilots or real pilots, I apologize. This is not the airframe I'm used to. Probably doing a lot of things wrong. This is the C-130 Marines version by Captain Sim. It's obviously made for refueling operations. We should be pretty low on gas though right now. I'm gonna try to burn a little bit of it off before I get to the ship. So if you came to see a crash, this might be your lucky day. I'm actually pretty confident I can get it on the ship. The wingspan does fit, for anyone wondering about that. And it has actually been done before, C-130 landing on a ship. I'm going to be mostly relying on my very powerful thrust reversers. Feathering the props in reverse as soon as I land. Starting my approach right now. Yeah, and it has been years since I've even messed around with this Captain Sim C-130. It's a very good airplane, kind of old one. A lot of people have it, I know. Unfortunately, it does not do too well in multiplayer. By the way, this is not multiplayer. We are running TAC Pack, obviously, for the ship, but this KC-130 is not about to blow anything up, unless it's itself on the back of the ship. Start adding in the flaps. full flaps. As you can see, our speed's dropping quite a bit. Still having to add a little bit of drive though to keep the nose down. So the ship is actually moving at 40 knots right now, as opposed to the normal 20. That's twice the amount of air over the deck, which is what we want. That'll take 40 knots off our landing speed, or the amount of speed that we have to decelerate. So we are going to be coming in a little bit low. As you can see the ball from here, we are low on the ball, but I'm not too concerned about that.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Just because we are not going to be flying normal AOA, I'm not going to be slamming this thing down like I would a fighter.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
I'm going to try not to.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
I do not know what the ball call is for this one, but we're not going to be landing in the normal landing area, or 10 degrees offset.
Don't sink.
Instead, we're just going to be trying to use the length of the ship.
Don't sink.
Just because this is not going to be a rested landing.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
So here goes nothing.
Don't sink.
And there we go, touchdown, and we're going to be doing full thrust reversers and full brakes. Yeah, looks like we made it. With some ship to spare, I could have probably actually set it down in the landing area. Now the real trick is going to be getting this take back off. So I'm going to taxi back. Kind of weird having a tailwind of 40 knots. So I'm back taxiing. Hopefully it doesn't blow us over. to fight the wind. There we go. As you can see, the C-130 does actually fit on the ship with room to spare. So I'm gonna get this airborne. Actually, we might that went a lot better than I thought it would. So I think I'm gonna probably try to land it again this time along the runway of the ship. See if we can't get this airborne though. There's 100 knots, and we're flying. Yeah, like I said, it's a really good C-130. I like it, but unfortunately, it is laggy, or it sends a lot of packets in multiplayer, so it's not ideal for multiplayer. I remember when we were flying on the FSX Blues, or when I was, this was the actual model for Fat Albert that we would use, and when Batman or Non-Firm would do the routine, a lot of times we would have to sit on the tarmac and not touch any controls and worries of getting desynced. So, but yeah, he would do his routine and then leave the session completely before we would even lower canopies. So let's see, that looks far enough aft. I'm gonna go ahead and start our approach. And this time I'm going to be going for the actual landing area. If I feel that it's unsafe, we'll just wave off and go back to Kanaoe. Already made it on board once. Start dirtying up. As you can see, our speed's bleeding off pretty fast. And because the ship's going so fast, I'm actually going to I'm gonna have to put a lot more lead on it than I normally would.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
And again, I am going to be coming in a lot lower than I normally would, because we're not we can't come in at such a steep AOA. Just because the C-130, it wouldn't have a. It's not going to be or it won't have as high of a tolerance for carrier traps like a Hornet would, or a fighter would. So I probably need to put a little bit more lead on it than that. There we go. That's probably about the sight picture. I bet the ship's gonna fall right into place for me.
Don't sink.
Looks like we're actually have a pretty good ball call right now. We're on glide slope, but I want to be a little bit lower than that.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Not too much though. With that being said, the sight picture in the C-130, we're sitting a lot higher than we would on a Hornet.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Man, that guy's getting annoying. I don't think he knows we're trying to land on a ship. So
Don't
here
sink.
goes nothing.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
There's the lights.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
And touchdown. And we're braking. There we go. In the landing area too. So anyways, I'm going to take this back off and then head back over to Kanahoe and then call it a stream. Appreciate anyone who's tuning in. Tonight is an extra short stream and kind of something weird. Everyone usually sees me in their Super Hornet. Or in the Super Hornet here. See if we can back taxi without getting blown over by the wind. A little bit off center. Let's see if we can't reverse our thrust. Scoot ourselves back a little bit. There we go. Really, yeah, as long as I'm facing forward, I can use the front of the ship too. That should be more than enough room to take off. So I'm gonna go ahead and gun it. Yeah, that's plenty of speed. We are flying. So winds are calm right now. I'm just gonna take a straight in approach. Let's see if we can drop this door while we're up here. Let's see. There we go. Just need to roll it back out. There's a fuel tank in there. Obviously, this being a C-130. I think next time I'll try a PMDG 737. That can fit as well on the carrier. Probably a little bit more difficult though, just because it does not have as much reverse thrust authority. Let's see here. This is going to be a straight in visual approach. Yeah, this thing is so much slower than the Super Hornet. Granted, this altitude, though, if you're flying, in most circumstances, you should be under 250 knots anyways. But as you know, in these servers, we're almost always unpassworded. This is not a multiplayer session, but most of the times when we fly, we're flying as if we're in a combat zone. So we're getting dirtied up right now. Pappy lights are showing us high. Doing a little bit of a slip right now.
Think rate. Pull up.
This is not a combat landing or anything. I'm not going to attempt that. I never flew Fat Albert, and I'm quite the amateur in the C-130.
Think rate.
I'm showing extra low, but I'll hold on to my altitude and then wait for the glide slope intercept.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Or I'll attempt to. Should probably also have my external lights on as well.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Yeah, I am crabbing it.
Don't sink.
What is that? Only 3 knots? Or no? Oh, that's showing 0 knots.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Who knew a field landing would be more difficult than the carrier one?
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
As this is a field, we can
Don't sink.
try to give us a nice Air Force landing. I think one of our engines must be out. Because I am getting mad differential thrust. If anyone knows more about the C-130 than me, then yeah, let me know. I'm probably doing something wrong. But it was not behaving that way on a final for the carrier, though. Glad it wasn't, though. Or it didn't seem to be behaving that way. Yeah, I am unaware where the external light switches are or anything like that at the moment on this. I figured being on final was a little bit too late. Anyways, thanks for watching. And sorry to disappoint if you came looking for a crash. But till next time, happy flying. I should be back on. I'm definitely committed to Saturday's streaming. But I should definitely be back possibly Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, and definitely Saturday. And possibly a short stream on Sunday. Again, thanks for watching, and happy flying.